That took longer than I thought. Have you ever said that to yourself? You planned a project, you mapped everything out, you take everything into consideration. Now you plan how long it takes and complete it. Congratulations, but it took twice as long as you thought it would. Sound familiar? If not, then give yourself a hand because you're the first person in history who can plan time perfectly. So in this video, I am going to explain what time boxing is and how it can help you. Boxing time. Time boxing is a tool that you can use to plan your day. It meshes with Parkinson's law and goal setting. Time boxing is where your schedule is divided into a number of separate time periods, time boxes, with each part having its own deadline. It's just the skill of setting a fixed amount of time for each task and integrating the resulting time blocks into your schedule. So map out your day. For instance, you wake up at 6 a.m. and set 60 minutes for a workout. You shower and dress from 7 to 7:30. Then eat breakfast from 7:30 to 8. 8 to 9 a.m. is the time to call back clients, and so forth and so on. So if you're still in the rat race, you might have to schedule time to commute. It's just putting everything that you're going to do for the day in these little boxes of time. People like Elon Musk and Bill Gates use it all the time. What time boxing does is get rid of unstructured free time. And unstructured free time is another word for surfing the net, watching TV, Netflix, falling into the Facebook rabbit hole. Also, what it does is make you adhere to a plan. Essentially, you waste less time and remove the choice from the equation. You just go from one task to the other without having to expend energy or thinking about it. So how to box time. So how do you do time boxing? What you do is just write out each task in your daily calendar and give a time allotment. And this is something you do at the beginning of the week. Make your weekly schedule, break it down daily, and see what tasks and projects are done repetitively on the same day of the week. For example, on Monday, you're going to be calling back clients. Every Tuesday, you're going to be writing a blog. Every Wednesday is the day you create and produce your podcast. It's just the habitual projects that you do the same time every week. Time allotment. Set an allotment for time for each task and don't go over that. So that way you can go from task to task without even thinking about it. It's like an external brain, and you can write it out or use a planner or calendar. I suggest Trello. It's an awesome app, and it's used for this very purpose. It's free. It's a great app. I personally utilize it, and I have seven columns: quarterly goals, weekly goals, daily tasks, and weekly. Did I say weekly? Yes. And I track the progress over each column, and then put it into a completed column once finished, and then I rinse and repeat without having to think about to do next. So you plan the week before this starts. At the end of the week, and I looked at all of my completed columns, you've done a review them, I met my goals, and I feel satisfied in my progress, and then just get rid of them from the column. The last two columns I have are on hold or waiting, and the future column. And the tasks are dependent on people like a VA has to get back to me or something I'm waiting to hear back from. And the future tasks are still things that need to be done in the quarter, but not be high on the priority task as things that need to be done right now, but things that have to be done before the quarter's over. So these are reviewed weekly and eventually moved into the weekly or daily task column. Another thing is use calendar. My second tool is obviously calendar for appointments and schedule calls. So when you schedule a call for some time, you have to get those in the calendar. I use Google Calendar, so it'll send me a reminder. You got an upcoming phone call in 15 minutes. Okay. The planning fallacy. It's a tendency to be over-optimistic in making time estimations. You think, oh, well, I can do this. I can knock this call out in 15 minutes. And you call the guy, and they talk forever and make the mistake of asking them how they're doing. And then they give you their whole life story, or they tell you to call at a certain time, and then it goes to voicemail when you call them. Oh, pet peeve. But I'm guilty of that also. There's two ways to overcome the planning fallacy. First of all, a good start is to track your time so you can plan the future. How much time did this task take me? So you know how to plan for it in the future. Another way is just double your time. This is going to take me 30 minutes. And you tell yourself, no, it's not going to take you 30 minutes. It's going to take you an hour. So just plan on that and The last and most important tip I want to give you guys today is just do not overschedule your day, because the more you try to do, believe it or not, the less you will accomplish. Focus, Focus. Just focus on your task until it's completed and go to the next. Don't try to squeeze things in. Be the boss of your own time and set boundaries that others can't steal from you. Focus is an acronym. Follow one course until success. So that's it in a nutshell. I'd love to hear your comments, so make sure to comment below. Like the video, share it with friends, and sharing is caring. Subscribe and box that notification bell for more updates. So if you want to hear more other helpful topics, just click here. And until next time, to your success.